While wild animals usually tend to stay away from humans, some unanticipated situations can really push them to invade our homes, villages, and towns, which may result in complete chaos. Here in this video, we have collected some of these shocking animal invasions. Sit tight, as it's gonna be a crazy experience for you to watch wild horrors on streets. While searching for her missing pet cat, the woman found this abnormally swollen python in her house and immediately called the fire department. Seconds after getting caught by them, the python vomited the pet cat. Some snakes actually vomit their food on purpose in order to make it an easier escape if attacked. This is exactly what happened here. I guess its hunger forced it to invade the house. The leopard was fed up with the failed hunt operations in the wild, and his hunger forced him to try its fate in human habitation, and found his dog there. What happened next? See for yourself. The fact that a leopard can be that incredibly quiet and stealthy is scary. Dogs are known for their hearing and smell, but not even they can tell when a leopard is close. That was breathtakingly intense. A local soccer match in Australia had been halted for more than 1 hour when this kangaroo invaded the pitch and laid right before the goalpost, like he wanted to be the goalkeeper.
In towards the penalty area. Anyway, we're going to take a 5-minute break and have a chat about this.
It's amazing how he actually acted like a goalkeeper and even sent a quality pass. As kangaroos like running in vast grassy fields, I guess he was taking it also as a random vast ground to run in. During the rugby league warm-up, this bull entered the ground and forced the players to run for their lives. Adding more twist to the matter, all players were in red kit that day. That's the best warm-up I've ever seen. Wear red and introduce a loose bull. No slackers this time, and plenty of elevated heart rates and muscle temperatures. It's a bit easier to hunt a calf from the cow shelter than running behind the prey in the wild. So this lion chose the easier option. But unfortunately, this brave man ruined the whole dinner plan. This was filmed in Gir in India, where villagers and lions are famous for cohabitating the place. Undoubtedly, this man is 10 times braver than an average human, as he did not leave his place even after watching the lion. Isn't it incredible? Let's suppose this is your mattress, and you're used to sleeping on it every night. And now, you're in person there to see what they discovered from it. Let's see it together. Oh, snakes inside the mattress? That's truly chilling. The clip allegedly hails from a town in the Philippines, where the owner noticed a tail peeking out of the tiny hole in the mattress, and he reported it to the rescuers. They didn't know there would be like 50 snakes in there. Now, I'd advise you to really check out your mattress before sleeping. Watching a tigress wandering in their village was extremely disturbing for these people in Bangladesh because of the danger it posed to the livestock and children. Police and forest department were called in to rescue the tigress, but just when they thought that the tigress had been tranquilized, she attacked like a cornered, wounded animal. I guess the medicine took effect just right in time, and luckily no one got hurt. They also further examined her and revealed that she was pregnant, and her hunger forced her to move towards human habitation. When the owner of this Detroit garage in Michigan heard some noise on the roof, he came out to see what it was, and got this slithering surprise before him.
They say it's a girl.
Although it was an escaped pet python, so it wasn't that harmful, still, isn't it freaky to see a giant 18-foot-long python on your roof? Definitely, it's scary. Wait, add some more twist to your ceiling phobia, and see this python which suddenly fell down during a daily routine meeting of bank staff. Thankfully, no one got bitten by the venomous reptile. And this woman found a 20-foot-long giant python when her 5-year-old son went to the bathroom and told her that there's something strange in it.
โอ้ใหญ่เลยเหรอ
Undoubtedly, it was the little kid's luck that the python was sleeping at that time when he saw it. Otherwise, imagine what could have happened. Who needs security cameras, locks, and ring bells when a cobra's watching the door? The owner of this house also got happy on this unpaid security update. But watch what happened next. Yeah, now that security guard is not even letting the owner come into the house. Well, now it seems like security cameras and locks are better than having a cobra. This grandmother was sleeping in her bedroom when her sixth sense woke her up, and in the light of the torch, she saw a nightmarish scene. This giant snake had entered the room through toilet pipes and had almost bitten her. It was undoubtedly nothing except luck that she woke up in time and got saved from a deadly venomous bite. A normal holiday turned into more horrific than anyone could have imagined when this little girl noticed and alerted her mother and her friend about the snake.
There's a snake in the house! The snake is outside, he's not in the house.
That's the reason why we should always listen to the kids. Thankfully, they got aware in time, and a disaster was avoided. But she just didn't listen. Just as the right moment comes, the hawk goes in for the food. She had to give up her food to the hawk, and even her laptop got washed away. Here, the dog comes to the rescue. It scares off the hawk, showing it who's the boss. That looks like a pretty strong gate. I don't think it can be broken down easily. What? This wild boar just tore it down as if it was made of chipboard. Just look at the strength of this wild boar. And then it just runs off in the field. This monitor lizard casually walked into the house as if it owned it, and even dodged the man. And just as the kid realizes there's a monster, the chaos begins. It couldn't stay there for long. Once the man realized they had an intruder, he grabbed a stick and told it whose house it was. That's the reason why you should always lock your car. Otherwise, always get ready for having this surprise. At first, she thought it was some thief trying to steal the car, or it was a curious kid. But nope, it was a terrifying grizzly bear searching for snacks. Undoubtedly, this sudden encounter is enough to stop one's heart, isn't it? Could you imagine getting trapped in your house because of an alligator? A family in Hilton Head Island had to call animal control when they spotted a huge alligator in their backyard. But it's normal for them to wander around during mating season. This gator wandered so much in the neighborhood that it was named George. And after a long effort, the security was able to transport George to a nearby lagoon. This 5-foot adorable alligator entered the house through the dog door, and surely he wanted some food because the people didn't visit his pond to feed him. The good thing is that they handled it so professionally and released it back to his pond with a sufficient supply of food. Imagine going shopping and having this rampaging giant monitor lizard before you in the supermarket. Freaky, isn't it? It raided a supermarket and climbed on shelves in search of food. The 6-foot-long reptile emerged from a nearby canal and ran into the store, sparking panic there. Later, the rescuer came and released it back to the nearby forest. All this destruction for just one bucket of chicken? What would have happened if you had asked for it from that kitchen owner? He might have given it to you by his own hand.
Hey, where's that car?
I'm quite sure that he'll need to spend a lot of bucks to fix all that damage done by this foolish bear. A confused deer smashed into a salon and jumped right over the lady. Luckily, nothing happened to her, but everyone was really shocked. After some time, the deer manages to leave the salon from the front door, causing immense damage to the place. This kid was peacefully watching the TV when... the deer decided to join him. It barges into the house and goes for the sofa, but hits the wall instead. Thankfully, the kid ran away on time and was safe. We cannot say the same thing for that painting, though. This leopard wandered inside the Hassanur cottage in India and had its eyes on the sleeping dog. It slowly goes up to it, making sure the dog doesn't wake up. And just as it strikes, the dog wakes up and scares it off with continuous barking. Luckily, the dog was not injured during this and managed to escape. Jetwing Hotels in Sri Lanka had an unusual guest. This elephant came in for a random check and just browsed around the stuff. The hotel is near Safari, so this particular elephant visits there often, picks up food from the kitchens, and wanders around. Just a casual day for the people there. This pet dog was chased by a vicious bear in Florida. The family tried to get it away from the bear and managed to get out of the situation, just as the bear came up to the man. It showed the bear it's not the only big guy around here. Is that some monster making its way in the shop? Wait, that's a wild boar! How did it even manage to get up there? Maybe it really liked the sale offer and wanted some stuff without getting noticed by the humans. Well, it clearly failed at that one. I hope it got what it came for. Would you open the door for this guest? This lion made its way into the building and wanted to visit some of the apartments. It even tried to open the door. When it realized no one was responding, it decided to go back. This bear seems to love candies. It specially entered the supermarket and went straight for the candy. It does not even look for anything else, and then goes back to its den. These baboons decided to get their meal in an easy way. They barged into the house and started enjoying some fruits from the shelf. But it didn't last long. The man runs at them and forces them to leave the house. He even throws his sandals at them. What a tragic end to a fun party. This leopard broke into a Maharashtra house in India, and instead of causing any trouble, it simply sat down in peace. It looks like the leopard didn't mean any harm and just wanted to explore the human world. This wild boar decided to surprise check in office and wreaked havoc. The employees had to pause their work to attend to this uninvited guest, and after inspecting the office, it decided to check the warehouse. And you thought you have drama in your office. This mountain lion found something interesting on the TV and came in for a closer look. Oh, come on, man. Let the poor cat enjoy some TV. This deer broke into a school that had just waxed their floor and then struggled to walk out of the situation. What an untrained staff. They forgot to put up a caution sign. Luckily, someone was able to catch the deer and take it out safely. We hope it won't break into someone's place again. And this snake had literally come there for a snack, a baby. The mom realized it right at the time when he was almost ready to strike. Imagine what could have happened if she went for some minutes and left the baby alone. But luckily, not this time. This snake attacked the man as he opened the door of the cafe. It seems like the snake was a security guard there, and he was leaving the cafe without paying. Luckily, his fast reflexes had saved him from any venomous kiss from the reptile. Isn't it surprising that humans can move that fast if they needed to? This Thai family panicked and instantly left their house when they saw a giant king cobra slithering through their living room tiles. They immediately called the rescuers, who came and caught that giant serpent. That seemed like a really big one. It couldn't have been shorter than 10 feet. What do you guys think about it? Tell us in the comments below. When these guys felt something moving behind the TV, they thought it would be their pet cat. But nope, it was the world's most venomous snake, the king cobra. See how creepy it is.
Hey, I'm ยาว3 เมตรครึ่ง
They immediately called the rescuers, who caught it fearlessly in an extremely professional way and released it back in the forest. While dusting her son's room, all of her bad assumptions came true when she found a 20-foot-long python under her son's bed. Look at its length, that's actually 20 feet long. Undoubtedly, that's the last thing any parent wants to see in their son's bedroom. Luckily, they figured it out before it caused any disaster. A normal study day at this school had turned out more chaotic than anyone expected when this deer entered the school. The real trouble was she was unable to find the way out once it entered the school building. Finally, after inspecting the whole school, the deer was satisfied that everything's going well, hence left the school building with her crazy stories behind. Obsessed with movies and stage plays, this wild moose decided to spend its holiday in the theater. As a bonus, he also got some popcorn there.
Gosh, bro.
I don't perfectly know whether Moose enjoyed that visit or not, but one thing's for sure, people who came that day to the theater must have enjoyed it a lot. This bear broke into the house and did a thorough inspection of the whole place. It looked outside the window, and just as it saw a piano in the corner, did it just play the piano? I think it clearly did. After checking the lounge, the bear goes on to find some snacks in the house that it can take home.
The moose is inside the hallway.
Providence, Alaska Medical Center had an unusual patient when a moose stood in the hallway. The staff took the caution sign to scare it off, and it actually worked. It had accidentally entered the place and was shortly shown its way out. Although wallabies are shy creatures, this one decided to visit Hamilton Base Hospital in Australia. The creature hopped right into the emergency area and started inspection of the whole place. The people at the hospital were delighted to have such a close encounter with a cute animal. After getting satisfied from the place, it goes back to the wild. There's a boar in the store! A wild boar had lost its way and got stuck in the supermarket. The employees can be seen struggling to get it out, but it just can't seem to understand what to do. The boar and the people both were afraid of each other. After struggling for a long time, the boar finally managed to get out of the supermarket. This man found a whole pride of lions chilling in his backyard patio. They all seem to be enjoying their time, and the man crashes the party. The lions still don't leave the place and just start staring at the man in a judgmental way for disturbing them. This bear made a grand entrance in the cabin, but sadly no one was there to witness it. The bear walks in and gets a nice look of the place, finds out it's not the house he rented on Airbnb, and then walks out. Next time it'll check the address twice. You can never know what's gonna happen next in this video.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome!
It's a raccoon hanging from the light. This little one entered the house by mistake and tried hiding from the humans. The animal was confused and scared about what to do next. Luckily, no one was hurt in the whole event, and we hope the raccoon went out safely. This raccoon broke into the house just to enjoy cat food. Look at it munching on it. Just as it realizes that someone is looking at it, it immediately runs for an escape. But that's not all. It comes back for one last piece of cat food. Looks like it really loved it. This clever seagull entered a supermarket casually, browsed through the option, chose its favorite sandwich, and stole it. It looked so thug while doing this. On its way back, it could have been caught by a human, but it outran her as well. No one would have believed it had it not been captured on camera. This monkey broke into Axis Bank in India and seemed to like one guy in particular. He climbed on his shoulders and stayed there for a long time. The people around the monkey were afraid to get it out. After some time, the monkey decided to leave on its own, and the man remained unharmed. At least he's got a funny story to tell everyone. This man got a surprise visit from a bat. The animal must have entered the house by accident and could not find a way out. The man filming the scene also seems to be struggling because of it. I hope it was able to get back into the wild. Camping can be fun as long as you're not greeted by wild animals. 2 campers in Kalagati Transfrontier Park were forced out of their camps by a huge lion. Just look at it. It entered the camp, showing it is its area. The campers honked at the lion to scare it off. It even tried to steal the sleeping bags. And when it realized it would be of no use, it just left them there and ran back to the jungle. The doggy door is just perfect for this fox to enter the house. This Woodland Hills home seemed perfect for the fox to get some comfort and food, but it could not stay there for long, as a cat was there to defend the home. Next time you complain about your cat staying up all night, remember they can protect you. This girl was playing a nice song when a hawk decided to join her, but it just had eyes on her food. The dog tried to warn her about an invited guest.
Hey, no barking.
The people at this salon had an unexpected customer. This wild boar made everyone leave the place within seconds. And just as a man tries to help it go out, it shuts the door and wants to stay in for longer. After getting a very poor service from the salon, the pig breaks the door and gets back to where it came from. Unlike the last one, this leopard had got attention from a lot of residents. It had lost its way and got stuck in a house. It is clearly scared of the noises and could not understand what to do. The people around it tried their best to capture the animal and get it back in the wild safely, and were successful in the end. A bear in Colorado entered the house when everyone was asleep and scavenged for food. It looks like it was inspecting the house for something in particular. It first checks the whole kitchen and then goes straight for the fridge. But it doesn't find anything to its liking, but keeps on looking for food. We don't know if it found any food it liked, but it was certainly a good try. This looks like a normal place, but there's a huge alligator in the sewer. Looks like It the Clown has some company down there. Yeah, I've definitely unlocked a new fear of sewers after this. Thank God that hole is small. This elephant wanted to be part of the pool party. The people were stunned at this close encounter. Just as it saw how dull the party was, it just drank some water from the pool. It then examines everyone at the scene as if it was judging them, and then walks away peacefully. At least it got to quench its thirst. This fox entered a house and got stuck in a dead end. But the fox is not the only one who's scared. The people around it were shocked too. We don't know if it made it out, but it was definitely planning to go for the stairs. This lion wandered into the Junagadh Hotel in Gujarat and checked every corner of it. It walks around like it owns the place. Thank God no one was out on a walk tonight. After a very bad response from the hotel staff, the lion went back and decided not to rent a room over there. This deer thought that the doggy door was made for it and entered the house to say hi. But it didn't know what to do after that. I hope the person offered it some tea. These elephants do not let a hotel get in their way. They walk right into the hotel to go towards their favorite mango trees. It must be such an adorable sight for the people staying there. This badger planned to break into this house for a nice meal and cleverly use the doggy door for the heist of its life. It then helps itself to the kitchen and opens the fridge for a nice treat. Just look how picky it is in choosing the right one. After proper inspection, it goes for a leftover pizza to quench its hunger. And just as it gets caught, it makes a great escape. Yeah, we can still see it over there. This person had a stare-off with a lion. It was definitely trying to tell the person that he is in its place. And then... I wouldn't mess with an angry lion. Did you hear those roars? Whoever this person is, I think it's best to pack the bags and leave the place. They clearly own it. Snakes usually used to mate in safe places where no one could harm them. So these two snakes chose this home as their safe haven. It was troubling for the households, so they decided to get help from a professional. That friggin' anger on the snake's face. It even bit the other snake. Does anyone know why? It's enough to stand one's hair on end. This mountain lion barged into a home in Ashland, Oregon, completely uninvited. The mountain lion entered the house from an open door and stayed there for 6 hours. The cat then looked itself in the mirror and after getting tired, slept behind the sofa. It was certainly comfortable there. The homeowner scared off the cat in an unusual manner. She played this drum-like sound, and the cat didn't like it. It had to leave. This fox decided to barge into someone's house completely unaware that a surprise was waiting for it. Just as it was exploring the house, a pet dog detected the intruder. And decided to get rid of it. This small dog was able to take on the fox. A pool party in the summers is not only liked by humans, bears love it too. This whole family of bears was seen splashing around in a backyard pool in New Jersey. And they don't just stay till the pool, they try out all the other swings too. After enjoying themselves, they go back to their home. A 10-foot-long python with that scary look? It is most probably the last thing anyone would want to see in his apartment. This happened in Malaysia. The snake caused an extreme panic in the people. Come on, dude. Instead of making noise and chasing the snake right inside your apartment, how about calling the firefighters? They know how to properly catch and remove them. Add another phobia to the list. I'm quite sure that some people are going to have nightmares, and some will spend their nights staring at the roof ceiling after watching this. It happened in Malaysia when a man realized that there was something in the ceiling, and Malaysians are lucky enough to have such dedicated civil defense workers. See how fearlessly they're dealing with it. This image was captured in Queensland, Australia, where a man saw all of his nightmares coming true in the form of this giant python slothing on his garage's walls. This python was more than 9 feet long, and it was later revealed that it was an escaped pet python named Dirk. The owner later apologized for the inconvenience and claimed that it was totally harmless. Yeah, it might be, but watching a giant python on your house's walls is always scary, even if it's harmless. Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.